Do you want early access? Do you want uncut reactions? If so, then check out our Patreon. Link in the description down below. Hello, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Renegades React to My Hero Academia. So far, so good with us posting this in English in terms of Season 3. But for those of you who have noticed that our older ones have been posted, we have to link them to our Vimeo account because, you know, Toho still decides to be a dick and just flag everything because they feel like it. But I have been, like, whenever it does happen on, like, the older videos and everything, I always put a link in the description, and I always make a fresh comment and I pin it to the top so that people will know, hey, all of our My Hero Academia stuff is on Vimeo. You just have to click the links that are on our YouTube videos.
He's saying he's uploading versions that don't have the footage in it at all.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. The versions that don't have the footage on YouTube, we do have links.
Have the footage on the Vimeo.
Yeah, on Vimeo, the footage is available. It's like what we had to do with Demon Slayer, in which I need to make a formal announcement about Demon Slayer why we don't have footage in them, even though I've done everything I think I can to do that.
A lot of people in the comments seem understanding of it because apparently, like, bigger reaction channels have been doing that with their new anime stuff for a while now. So
yeah, it's just unfortunate that YouTube has gone down this route, and even though stuff is within
they're
fair
not
use,
standing up for fair use creators or anything.
No, they're not. In which we talked about this. I think there should be a system in place that if you get flagged enough with your videos blocked and everything, we don't even monetize these videos. That's the thing. I don't even monetize them.
Yeah.
Which
I think you shouldn't be allowed to block a video that isn't monetized, like, unless it's our actual re-upload of a full episode.
Yeah, that's my thinking on it too. We only use clips, and you do a damn good job editing these to make it to where
there's clearly like something there that is like something that a person made, and it just includes something from something else. They should, by all rights, be able to like claim it if we're not already monetizing it, so they can make money off of it if they want to.
I'm cool with that.
Just taking it completely down helps nobody.
Exactly.
Not them, not us. Like,
exactly.
That's stupid.
I think they should have to challenge us to armed combat.
Well, whenever we go to Japan, we can sort this out. Man to man, or
have like a nice rack of weapons, and like they pick whatever they want. And...
Yeah. They pick from
go to Japan and talking Japanese to them after I hopefully learn some more of it, and just be like, you bring dishonor to your family.
Well, I could see like the weapon rack thing. They get to select from like a rack of katanas, naginatas, and batos and everything. And here we are, we get nothing but like LARPing swords.
Yeah.
And they like kill us because they're Toho and they can get away with that shit. Oh well.
Just challenge them to a kendo duel. They'll probably kick my ass, but...
You gotta understand, kendo over there is sort of like basketball here. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's some decent kendo masters here in the U.S., but,
There's a lot more in Japan, probably.
Well, yeah, because in terms of tradition...
More per capita.
Well, yeah, in terms of tradition, it's ingrained into parts of their society. Like, you want to be able to know how to take care of yourself, and it's also sort of a Zen thing for some people. Like, some people do it to like center themselves. I don't understand it. It's a cultural boundary thing.
How long are these parts?
Huh?
I'm just wondering something because I just saw Buns upload something.
Uh-oh.
The internet won't tell me though.
Super Butter Buns.
So.
The buttery
buns. So she's doing streams like I do.
Oh.
So 4 hours and 49 minutes for her 13th and final part of Yakuza 0. So I'm like, how long did it take her to get through it if she only took 13 parts to do it? But I'm like, okay, they're pretty beefy parts, it looks like.
Yeah, if that's an average, then that's over 50 hours.
Yeah.
Jesus. And how many Yakuza games are there? Like 6?
Like, I think there's like 10 or so if you count like all the in-between stuff.
Oh, God.
I think
much.
I think some of them were like basically remaster/remakes, like the Kiwami games. So I think you technically have 0 through I think 6 now, and maybe 7 is coming out. Or there's another game that's like basically related to Yakuza, but it's a different thing that they just put out too. It's by the same team. It's got a different name, but it plays basically the same, I think.
Extremely busy Japanese hospital where all the victims in the game are sent so you can take care of them. I'm just joking. That's
Trauma Center.
I'm trying to make a Dimitri Martin like joke because he's like you know all those games out there like Grand Theft Auto where you can just go around and shoot people in the head and all that and not have to worry about it.
Oh,
I wanna make a
spin-off game where you take care of all the people that got fucked up in the rampages.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
he's not gonna make it. He got shot in the head 342 times
With an RPG.
yeah.
They're like literally scraping up what's left of them with a credit card.
He's like, what in the hell happened to this guy? And it's like 1 hour ago, and it's just like.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden you see one nurse
corpse.
carrying in garbage bag or like bags of like grocery bags, and it's like limbs hanging out of it. It's like, what happened to him? About that. And then it cuts to like Grand Theft Auto Vice City where you get the chainsaw and you literally like like it's the guy getting hacked into pieces. And
So they just bring in a U-Haul truck and like back it up to the back of it and open it, and all this viscera and gore rolls out, and they're like, "What the fuck?" And they get out and they're like, "Yeah, you figured out how to turn on cheat codes. I don't know what to tell you."
and then it's just like, why did they allow cheat codes? I don't know, dude. Some people just don't care.
Anyways,
Yeah. Anyway, we got My Hero Academia here. We got specifically a episode called My Hero. Let's get this up on screen and let's give it a watch. Let's
I
see
would
what
play
happens.
GTA Trauma Center though.
I would too. It'd be funny as hell.
The cool thing about editing these,
What's that?
I get to edit out the recaps.
You'll meet someone, and you'll finally understand why we do what we do. Someone who'll risk their life, put others first. Someone who'll be...
No one like that really exists.
Why are there villains attacking the camp? Pixie Bob!
This is bad.
Oh no, where's Coda? Pixie Bob said we'd be getting a reward.
This is more like torture. We want our treat, Mr. Aizawa. Do you want me to tighten your bindings? If you don't become more aware that you're falling behind your classmates, then the gap will keep on growing. In a broad sense, this knowledge is your reward. How's that for a treat?
I knew I should have gotten my hopes up. 5 members of Class A bombed the exams? And look, there's only one guy from Class B.
You
must be
failed
so
too,
embarrassed.
idiot!
Everyone!
It's Mandelay's telepath.
So weird, right?
Stop talking.
2 villains attacked us. It's possible there are more coming. Everyone return to camp immediately. We're regrouping. Do not engage any enemies.
We're in big trouble.
Yeah, it is.
Looks like your concern has you distracted, Eraser.
Vlad,
Uh-oh.
Oh shit!
Damn.
You pros ought to lay off.
you get away from her!
Now, hold on, big sis Mac. You too, Tiger, calm down. When deciding if someone should live or die, we must be careful that we're abiding by Stain's principles. Stain? So you're the ones he ended up inspiring. Let me introduce myself. Call me Spinner. I'm here to make Stain's dreams
Jesus.
a reality.
I
Edgelord
don't care who
much?
you are. You're criminals. What gives you the right to cut such a happy life short?
Didn't anyone ever tell you it's not a hero's job to be happy?
Tiger, I've talked to everyone. Trust the safety of the other students to Ragdoll. You and I will stay here. We'll hold them back. You return to camp.
Mandalay! Coda! I know where he is!
Tetsu, Ibarra, where'd you get those masks?
Yayorozu from Class A. She made them
Hey.
for us. I was
Smart.
taking her to the rest of our class so she can help them too.
We need to get back to camp fast. Who knows how many villains could be roaming through the woods?
No, I'm going to fight. You make sure these two get back to camp.
What? Mandalay told us to retreat.
Why are they better? Isn't it obvious? Class A has been through crisis after crisis and turned each one into an opportunity. They've had so many chances to prove themselves. And come on, Kendo. A real hero doesn't turn his back and run from a bad guy. I'm going to find these villains and show them what we're made of.
Damn, Tets.
Hope he doesn't get killed.
I came up here scouting for a nice vantage point, and here I find someone who's not on our list. By the way, nice hat, kid. I like it. Why don't you trade me for this lame mask, huh? Ah, well.
Oh.
I think you and me should have some fun up here, kid.
That's gross.
Ready?
Water hose. Two heroes sharing one name. But this couple's bright future was cut short. Ended by one criminal's heinous actions.
It's you!
The suspect is extremely dangerous and has a power-up quirk. If you see this face, contact the police.
Oh.
Do not
Damn, what are the
approach
odds?
God.
him. Major injury to his left thigh.
Well,
during his
villain ex machina.
Mama!
Woo! Woo! Ow.
You were on the list.
I came up here to make sure Coda got back safe. I didn't think I'd actually run into any villains. I didn't tell anyone where I was going, which means I can't hope for reinforcements to show up. I'm going to save you, Coda!
Shit.
Who's that? Hey, which group was in front of us again?
Tokoyami, I think, and Shoji.
So pretty. I have a job to do. No fighting. Is that the rule?
Spinner, even though you're a villain, you're still pretty cool. Totally my type. How cute!
That was a dirty trick to pull. Don't toy with me, cat.
I won't let you use the same trick twice! Kenji Higashi, villain named Magna, wanted for 9 counts of aggravated robbery, 3 murders, and 29 attempted murders!
I still haven't heard from Ragdoll. It isn't like her not to report.
Uh-oh. I wonder what happened to her. Show me your blood! You can help me out a little bit first. You know where a kid named Bakugo might be around here?
Kachan.
I still have a job to do after all. Playtime!
Damn.
What? Is that all you got?
Shit.
You're fast, but you're not strong enough to hurt me. My muscle fibers can't even be contained by my skin.
Damn.
That's
I know
disgusting.
I'm bragging a bit, but I mean, come on. I guess what I'm trying to say is, you're just an inferior version of me. You're no hero, you're just a fraud, and you'll die that way.
Remember Water Hose? My mom. And my dad. Did you torment the 2 of them too?
They're the reason I have an artificial eye in my left socket right now.
This is all your fault.
Little kids are always so quick to say it's someone else's fault. Don't get the wrong idea. It's not like I took them out because I was mad about the eye thing. I wanted to kill people. It's as simple as that. And those 2 tried to stop me.
You ruined his life, and you won't take the blame! Got you now!
Uh-oh.
Doesn't matter how quick you are!
But what's your next move? You gonna punch me with that puny quirk of yours again?
100%!
Oh,
Figure that's what he was
shit.
gonna do.
Different about him.
Woo! Uh-oh.
Gotcha!
Yeah.
I was hoping maybe it wouldn't fuck his arm up this time.
Oh, shit.
That is gross.
I was at 100%. The same as All Might's power! What does the League want from us?
Doesn't matter to me. I'm just glad they finally let me off the leash. I'm coming at you for real. Because truth be told, you're pretty strong. I see that now.
Quick! Grab on! Hurry!
Woo!
Oh, damn. I got too excited.
Stay back, Coda. And then, when it's time, Run as fast as you can back to camp. 100%!
Oh, Christ, again?
Destroy! Even weaker than before! Okay. It'll all be okay! I will not let him get past me! Coda, run! Show me your blood! A real hero will always find a way for justice to be served! What the? Is that water?
Stop! Let him go!
I'll kill you after I'm done with... Crap, I was distracted. 1,000,000%!
What?
What? Damn! Yes!
They saved so many lives through their sacrifice. You'll see that someday.
Why did you risk your life? A hero. My hero.
Damn.
Shit.
Okay.
Midoriya's arm has got to be jacked at this
It's-
point. It's like he's done with that arm for a little bit. It might
Yep.
it might even make his arm like his, because that was the hand that's his hand that's messed up. That's one that's got the scar.
It's gonna be like the cooked on stuff that's stuck on the skillet.
Oh, oh God. Holy hell, though, man. I mean, geez Louise, that just... Jesus.
I don't know what's going to happen with that, because surely they're not going to, like, Rock Lee their main character. Know what I mean?
I hope not, but at the same time, it's just... Look, necessary risk. That's what I think that could be deemed as. But at the same time, if the necessary risk does potentially cripple him...
Okay, here's a theory, actually. They could theoretically Rock Lee their main character for a reason related to something that's been a very single-minded thing for the entire show that has sounded good on paper so far, but theoretically could be improved. All Might is the singular symbol of peace. There's all these other heroes, but All Might is the one that always shows up, saves everybody with a smile and everything. Why can't there be more than one?
I think
And
it's
I think that's
because-
what they're maybe trying to set up, is this entire class is like the future symbol of peace.
I mean, one would imagine that's the way it should be.
Well, yeah, because...
And so, I mean, while they could be very disappointed and All Might could be very distraught and Midoriya very distraught that he just fucked himself up beyond being able to be on, like, All Might's level one day, at the same time, they could realize that, well, they've been depending all on Midoriya whenever this whole class is actually a future symbol of peace, basically.
Well, the future symbol of peace, I mean, the fact is, Midoriya has the passed down power. I don't know if it can be more than one. I think it has to be only one. That's why it's called one for all.
I mean, he could.
There could be only one. Dun, 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 dun.
I mean, he could pass it on, but I mean, also like,
We're barbecuing tonight.
I mean, it's like he does kind of have plot armor too. I mean,
He does, but at the same time, it's plot armor to death, not plot armor to losing. See, he's lost.
But
He
yeah,
has lost
sure.
multiple times. He's lost to Todoroki. He's lost to has he lost to Bakugo? Or no, he won that one exercise. He was in against Bakugo. He just got hurt really bad. And then of course, you know, this fight here, I mean, he could have lost it, but he would have died.
yeah.
Now, I don't know if he's going to have any more like losses or victories going forward, but all I know is that
But also, it's safe to assume that he's going to grow in his power and be able to do more crazy things without sustaining as much injury.
It's like, it
But-
wasn't technically a loss, but he was basically at the mercy of Shigaraki.
Shigaraki.
Yeah. Like, he was basically at his mercy at the mall. Like, it wasn't really like a loss because they didn't have a fight, but like he couldn't do shit.
Of course he couldn't, because Shigaraki surprised him.
Yeah, he could've killed him
Took
in
him
any
completely
second.
by surprise and had his hands on him.
Yep.
But the whole thing with I think Midoriya is actually going to figure out where his hands are so beat up at this point. I don't know, like he could potentially switch it up and learn how to use his feet more.
I mean, he busts out that penguin slide and grabbed Kota by the shirt. Maybe he could bite or headbutt somebody.
Maybe, I don't know. But the
I mean,
thing
like,
is,
it seems like All Might likes to punch people.
He does.
Yeah,
And it
he
would be
does.
cool to see the power converted to mixed martial arts essentially, and not only just big punches but also big kicks, big headbutts, big elbows, shit like that.
I think that's one thing Midoriya has learned from Gran Torino, is that he can use it in multiple facets for not only movement but also attacks. Because if he's only using his fists, he's limiting himself to only 2 appendages where he could use, the other 2 as well. His feet. Which, also the other thing about the legs versus the arms, the legs pound for pound are much stronger than the arms. So
I think he just needs to line up his spine and headbutt him like a Pachycephalosaurus with that thing, just like a missile.
Or
That'd
he
be
gets
awesome.
one of them in a Gamora at some point.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
uses the powers to
Well,
submit them.
could you imagine? Okay, you know who I think could have been the perfect person to inherit the ability right from the beginning, given their powers and everything? Either Kirishima or Tetsu, because of their hardening ability.
Possibly.
I think
I don't know if hardening on the outside would keep it from destroying your muscles and shit, though.
But I think it would, because it's pure shock absorption.
You know what I think would have been cool?
What's that?
Is if Uraraka got one for all. So make him 0G and then Destroy Smash him and just launch him to Saturn.
Right?
Yeah, so they're still screaming as they're passing by Jupiter, and they're just oh, the eye really is red. Ah!
Have fun in the Beetlejuice system, bitch.
Because if gravity has no effect on them and it's you turn it off when they're out somewhere, they're just stuck in Jupiter's orbit. What do you do with that? You can't fight them.
imagine her doing that.
I
to
think her
Nomu.
power only seems to
Nomu
work
would
within
still
a
be there,
certain,
angry as hell.
distance of people, though.
That's
So
why I
I
hold
think
on to it.
the gravity might turn off before they hit broke the atmosphere.
Maybe.
So they might just.
Well, I
end up
think it's
falling.
whenever she
But if they fell back
disengages
to
it.
Earth, if they didn't have powers that could keep them from dying from a fall, but basically a skydive,
Well,
they could still take people out pretty easily.
Nomu survived a huge fall. But that's Nomu.
Yeah,
Whereas someone that say it happened to Mineta. If it happened to Mineta, sorry kid, unless you can land on those great balls you have on top of your head, good luck. Which
Yeah.
I would imagine, One for All would reinforce her enough to where it's she could really launch somebody and
Oh, no doubt.
hold up the 0G thing.
no doubt about it.
Because when she threw the ball, right, it just had the infinity sign for the test. So
That
did
means
it?
it never landed.
because
Yeah,
that
I
was
forgot that was
just
her.
it was like a softball, right?
Yeah.
So so
Yeah,
she could
and-
hold that if she was All Might level powerful. Turn someone. I think she could knock somebody out of the atmosphere.
Yeah,
I think
so.
she could, because she could use her speed, just be like, zip. Oh God, what the hell? And she's like, bye bye. Wow. And all of a sudden, it's just and he's past the moon and
Instead of
disengaged.
naming her attacks after states, it'd be like Jupiter smash, and just
yeah,
smash
instead of
someone
naming
to
after
Jupiter.
planets, just and then
Depending on how powerful it is, how far away the planet is.
like black hole smash
Yeah.
or something like that.
Like Beetlejuice smash.
Yeah.
What's
It's like-
another one that's really far away?
And
that
she
we
asks
know
the
about,
villain
that we have a name for?
right before she sends him off. She asks the villain, "Where would you like to see? What would you like to go to Alpha Centauri? Would you like to go to Betelgeuse, or would you like to go to the Andromeda Galaxy? Because I can send you there."
I was a big Stargate Atlantis fan, so I'd be like Pegasus Galaxy.
And you're just coming right up. Whoa!
I think
They-
that would be pretty
Somebody
cool.
should do a fan fiction where Uraraka got the
Got
it's just
one for all.
sort of,
Precious babyface Uraraka, and then she's just
I could see that, actually. It'd be hilarious. Like, all of a sudden she shows up and all of a sudden female bodybuilder Uraraka, she's still got, like, the normal... There's actually an anime that came out not too long ago. It was a workout anime. Like, it dealt with this one guy who, whenever he had his shirt on and everything, he looked fairly normal. It looked like he was in decent shape, and his face was like this ultra normal, like harmless looking guy. And then all of a sudden, he's just like, I feel invigorated. And then all of a sudden, his shirt, everything would rip off. It'd be him in a banana hammock Speedo, and his face would still be that normal, like Saitama.
Yeah, I was gonna say it reminds me of Saitama for some reason.
It's honestly one of the funniest things I've ever seen. And there's a girl who's like obsessed with dudes who are buff and everything. She's like, I want to be buff too. And she's like working out and everything. She's like, huh, 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 huh. And the guy's just sitting there. He's like, this entire time, he's like, push it, that's right, yes.
All right.
It's hilarious. Oh gosh. All right, well, that was My Hero Academia, Season 3, Episode 3, I think?
That was Episode 4.
Episode 4, sorry. Yeah. Episode 4, My Hero. So, yeah, that was a good episode. And Midoriya, yet again, proving he gives no fucks about his own personal health to save somebody. And that's a true hero, but still, man.
He is applying the lessons that he has been taught and seen modeled, so, I mean, you know.
Whose hand was that, by the way?
I think that was the other cat girl. I forgot her name.
It didn't look like a girl's hand.
Not Mandalay and not Pixie.
We'll find out. I don't know. Maybe he got hungry and just ate the villain that he was with. He was just like, there's no one here.
True.
You'll do.
Because
that's going to be really dark if they actually killed her off.
That little Voldo looking dude is like, he obviously is not.
Oh, yes.
I don't think you can trust him, even if you are on the same side.
Oh, and, like, clearly at this point they've shown that people die in this series.
Clearly.
Because, you know, one kid's parents and obviously, like, Stain has killed people.
Yeah, he's killed people, and he almost killed
nearly killed Ida's brother.
Yeah,
so
injured him.
I mean, I'm wondering if this has all been a facade so far, and we actually don't have safe main characters in this, and it's going to start Game of Thronesing us here.
I mean, they might. I feel like that. Yeah, they'd have to build up to it, kind of ease you into it. But I mean, it's possible.
Well, next thing you know, we're going to be watching an episode, and then Todoroki's going to bite the dust, and we're just going to be like, no.
I think I would quit.
Oh, dude. There's some characters, if they did die,
I'm also
I'd just be
worried
like,
about fucking Eraserhead. Cause he just,
Aizawa, yeah.
Yeah, Aizawa just got blasted in the face.
But
I feel like they're slightly more likely to kill like adults than the kids,
sure.
At least. Just in
from
the
previous
what I'm used to with stories and stuff.
If they kill off the previous generation for to make room for the next generation to come in, that would make some sense. But at the same time, it's just like
Naruto's been killing off my favorite characters, and I'm just like,
oh, that's right.
Like
you got there
at least 3 now, pretty much.
Yeah,
like one was not like a favorite, but I still really liked him. Obviously, the first one they killed off, but like it's just it keeps happening, and I'm just like, if you kill certain people, I swear to God, I'm gonna stop watching this.
Bruh, you ain't ready.
Yeah.
For those Naruto heads out there, he's in the Pain Saga, so he's not ready.
Yeah.
I just told him that he's not ready for what's to come. But for now,
I knew one of them was probably about to die, just because, like, even though he is as good as he was, he kind of went on a suicide mission. So
true. Well,
I expected it to happen, and I was.
Well, you had your fingers crossed, hoping he would make it back.
Yeah, I had a really big feeling that he didn't, like that he wasn't. So it wasn't like it was completely like unexpected, but it's still like fucking lame.
Yeah.
But if the other one dies, then fuck that show. It's like Levi in Attack on Titan.
You will see it whenever the pain arc is resolved. That's probably the most tumultuous up until this point, and will be for a little bit.
Yeah, like if Aizawa dies, then I'm gonna be pretty salty at the show.
All right. Well,
I will say he's probably my favorite.
Well, he's you. I mean, okay.
Combined,
remember his introduction? He showed up in the sleeping bag, and you were just like, "Hey, that's me."
I did see a funny meme where it was like progressively elaborate, like comfy beds, and he was like, "No, no," and then it was like a big, like adult onesie pajama of like fluffy yellow down, but like a whole suit of it, and he was just like,
It's like,
yep.
No. Yeah. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it. This is My Hero Academia. And I guess we'll see you all in the next one. I'm Nate.
Micah.
I'm Nick.
And we'll see you then. Peace out.